What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. Things are getting pretty spooky as multiple bombs now found in a Tesla showroom, on top of all sorts of other findings and escalations that, quite frankly, just doesn't make any sense to me. But it is, of course, at the behest of liberal politicians who have no issue whatsoever promoting this. And the way they're promoting it is truly pathetic and cowardly. They are doing this whole like tongue-in-cheek, oh yeah, definitely don't key Teslas. Definitely don't do that. Like the whole thing to me is absolutely crazy. But I guess I don't know how else to describe it. It is meant to scare people out of buying Teslas. It is meant to drop the Tesla stock. It is meant to physically and emotionally terrorize people, and somebody's going to end up losing their life. Now we've already seen a bunch of people, ruin their lives. We know that, that is true, but we are going to see people at levels we've never seen before, as Trump would say, ruining, somebody's going to lose their life over this. This is insane. And we've got an FBI update on how they're handling it and so much more. I do want to shout out my computer sponsor, Meta PCs. Promo code RUMBLE will save you a bunch of money on your new computer. It's the only computer I use. It's the only computer I recommend to my friends and family. That's code RUMBLE at Meta PCs, META PCs.com. And also to all of you for helping me move my coffee company into a much larger 15,000 square foot building. How are we going to afford it? Well, we put together 3 awesome bundles that I would really, really hope that you give a try today, and use promo code RUMBLE to save 10% on them. If you don't like coffee, we have organic tea and we have real cacao cocoa. Just pick something up. I know you're going to love it. If you don't, I offer you a 100% money back guarantee. Multiple incendiary devices were found inside a Tesla showroom in Austin, Texas on Monday morning as nationwide threats against CEO Elon Musk continue. Austin Police Department officers were called to the electric vehicle showroom just after 8 a.m. after an anonymous caller reported that there were bombs placed inside the building. Authorities rushed to the scene and located multiple suspicious devices at the Tesla dealership. The Austin Police Department bomb squad were also called to help. The incendiary devices, which were designed to cause large-scale explosive actions, were taken into police custody without incident. It's unclear who planted the devices and when they did. No arrests have yet been made, but I mean, my guess is the fact that this is a Tesla dealership, it's going to be on camera. The purpose of this is to hurt the Tesla stock, which, after a brief sell-off this morning, seems to be headed back north. Over the past 4 days, it's gone up $50 a share, or 20%. But if you look at the last month, it's been brutal. In the last 6 months, it's been okay. It did peak at $500 a share. But year to date, it's down $100 a share. If you bought in 6 months ago, you're probably feeling okay with an 8% return on your investment. If you bought in last month, you're not feeling great about losing 8%. But it's definitely climbing back this week. And we'll have to see. Obviously, this is all about an organized domestic terror campaign to make people afraid to go into these dealerships, to make people afraid to buy the cars, to make people afraid to own the cars. Here, Trump, who bought his own Cybertruck earlier this month, declared an ongoing threats against Tesla as domestic terrorists. However, the warning has not deferred those attempting to cause havoc for Elon's company. It's believed that electric cars have also been targeted due to Musk's role in President Trump's administration. Well, duh, that's the exact reason it is. Musk is leading the Department of Government Efficiency and wasted no time in slashing federal spending and government employees across the country. The CEO spoke out about the alleged conspiracy to take his life and destroy Tesla, the electric car company that has made him the richest man in the world. Speaking on Fox News, Musk told Sean Hannity that attempts to cut government waste and fraud is the reason why certain characters want to take his life. It turns out when you take away people's, the money that they're receiving fraudulently, they get very upset. And they basically want to take my life because I'm stopping the fraud that they're getting hurt. Now, I personally believe that these demonstrations are being funded. By who? I don't know. I would assume, leftoids, Soros types, heck, even the government, CIA ops. I don't know. It's tough to know exactly. Musk repeated the claim made by many conservative lawmakers, including Marjorie Taylor Greene, that there are left-wing groups coordinating the protests and attacks on Tesla vehicles and dealerships. I think there are larger forces at work here, Musk said. I mean, who's funding this? Who's coordinating it? Because it's crazy. Now, I don't know if I'm totally sold that it's every bit of it is funded and coordinated, simply because, because some of these are just dorks who are keying it. Watch this. The tone changes as soon as you're caught vandalizing a Tesla. This looks like at a hotel. Here's police.
You don't know what happened? No. Okay.
Watch him right here.
Yeah. You as well, sir.
Losers. Here he is keying it. Oh, I love this.
No. Okay. I don't know what happened. You didn't see that Tesla? No. Okay. Well, we have one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You're going to jail, mother muchacho. I mean, again, you're going to, that'll probably buff right out. But now, like, you're going to have a federal crime on your record. You just absolutely love to see it. Here you see our Tesla Cybertruck was vandalized this weekend in New Hampshire while staying at our hotel. Our vehicle was keyed within an hour of arriving. James Jim Pellis and Chuck Smith either didn't know or didn't care that they would be recorded. Charges pending, Class A felony in New Hampshire. Ha 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 ha. Oh, look at where you work, James Pellis. Armor Code Inc. and went to Bentley University. A senior sales professional specializing in solution approach to closing. Interesting. Very interesting. Unfortunately for you, you're going to get a felony on your record. I mean, what are these people thinking? Legitimately. Like, this is so bonkers that, like, I can't wait for one of these idiots to try to do this thing to my Cybertruck, because I get it. A lot of you don't like Cybertrucks. You think they're ugly. That's okay. I'm not telling everyone you should buy one. I'm not saying it's the best vehicle that's ever been made. I still think the Ford F-150 is probably pretty reliable in that category, although lately it's been a little more sus. I still drive an F-150. I don't think that electric cars are the only future for people or the only option. That's stupid. But like, this is you idiots here. Metropolitan Police Department is asking for assistance identifying 2 suspects in defacing public property. Here you go. I mean, every one of these people are getting caught, and it's just hilarious to me. And here's like Tesla employees. I feel bad for I have an appointment to get the light put on my truck this weekend. I'm going to make sure I bring donuts for them. I'm going to make sure that, I bring some juice, and, I don't know, I live in Milwaukee, so I don't know if any of these dorks are out here. You see this in like the coasts. I haven't seen much of it in the Midwest, but these guys aren't, here Dem silent as liberals praise Tesla attacks.
So it's really unfortunate that it's come down to this, and it does feel in a lot of ways that things are being pushed and they're being forced to sell their Teslas. just because of the car that they drove even before this new administration stepped in.
Yeah, but it just seems like a big joke to some lawmakers. You have Jasmine Crockett saying she wants a birthday gift of Tesla.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I bought my Cybertruck long before Doge was even a thing. Well, the coin was a thing, but the Department of Government Efficiency wasn't a thing. How do you know I agree or disagree with what they're doing? You're going to key my car anyway? Well, the FBI has launched a new task force probing Tesla's Takedown Anarchist blog, doxing website as fiery attacks raise domestic terror behavior or scenes. You see, the Bureau has received 48 incidents so far this month related to Tesla vehicles, dealerships, and charging stations, and is investigating at least 7 of them in conjunction with local law enforcement. Again, 50 is not that many. It's nationwide news when someone does it now, but like there are millions of Tesla owners, and if you're a Tesla owner, I wouldn't ever worry about my car getting keyed. I would make sure I turn on Sentry mode when you leave your car. But now the agency's newly formed 10-person task force will deploy ATF personnel, special agents, and intelligence analysts from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, and personnel from the FBI's Counter-Terror Division. They are not screwing with this. Here's somebody who paid $10,000 to have their Cybertruck wrapped, only to have some moron spray paint on it. Like, why? Wrapping a Cybertruck is like $6 or $7 grand. So now this is a felony because now they're going to have this rewrapped. Maybe it'll come off. I don't know. But again, these people can never draw swastikas correctly either. This is wild. But Kash Patel sharpens warning message for Tesla perpetrators ahead of the day of action. Ahead of a left-wing group's global protest against Tesla, the FBI warns that Tesla owners should take extra safety precautions.
The FBI warning Tesla owners to be extra vigilant as Tesla becomes the target of left-wing violence. Activists planning a global day of action against the brand next week. Ooh. Rob D'Amico is the founder of Sierra One Consulting and a former FBI agent. He joins me now.
I'm scared.
Rob, we know the DOJ will prosecute offenders of wrongdoing once they're caught. But what can the FBI do to stop perpetrators from violence before they act?
Nothing, because these people are all emotional children. But as more of them get locked up, ruin their lives over this, I'm going to go ahead and suspect that things are going to calm down. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.